Hello, everybody. I am Black Benatar. I wanted to jump off with the really important issue of visibility of Indigenous and non-Indigenous art forms and talk to me about your creative process of bringing your identities, your content, your techniques, your practices together.
My creative process starts with messages from spirit. All of a sudden, I had this flash and I had the image of the entire basket completed. Even when I was little, with my first basket that I made with my grandmother, it was like, well, how can I make this a little bit more geo? How can I make it still be traditional and make it my own?
It starts with an image or a sentence, and I follow it. I go for the thing that makes me giggle in the shower. And if it makes me laugh, then I figure that's where I need to put my passion. And so for me, comedy, storytelling, makeup, it's all art, and it's all this means of paying homage to everyone that has come before me.
And so, Tony, you are working with language, as is Stormy, who is one of our other Native artists. I'm interested in how you utilize legacy and language in your work.
Stormy's amazing. I mean, as I was, kind of looking back over everybody's work, Stormy and Rue, that was one of the first things that came to me in looking at their work, was how important language is. And I think giving people language is really important. And so doing that through art, and then on the opposite end of that, learning through art is really an incredible experience.
What is so powerful about Indigenous artists and Indigenous art is that it consistently defies labels.
Being Two-Spirit and trans and non-binary, not everybody chooses to adopt those labels. It's really challenging to get people to stop thinking about gender as this line of a spectrum, and it's a circle. Two-Spirit people are both in the center of that circle and outside of that circle altogether.
I don't think I fit into any boxes really successfully. People walking down the street will look at me and they might see a white guy. For me, being someone who is half Native, half German, and gender confused and gay, I started performing as CARLA, as this literally white face painted ghoul, so that I could make other people as confused as I am about myself if they see her walking down the street.
I think we've all experienced as artists, as Native artists, like my Native isn't Native enough, and I am a multiracial Native artist. And there is also a thing in the Native community, and I'm going to go ahead and call it out, like it's okay to be white and Native, but if you're Black and Native, it's a problem. And so there's always that sort of lateral violence and lateral oppression. I love to teach youth early on to be careful of group or tribal consciousness. Just because your tribe or your community may think or feel a certain way, if it doesn't bring you personally peace, then it's something you'll want to disregard.
We have to walk towards who we are, and learn who we actually are. Each individual person, find out who you are and work towards that, not towards what other people want you to be or say you are or how they see you. It's entirely about the vision you have for yourself and going towards that. Because if you don't, otherwise you're wearing somebody else's drag, and those are clothes that just don't fit.